Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today, we're looking at the funniest moments from King of the Hill.
Pocket sand.
Number 10. It's hard out here for a propane salesman. Renee Zellweger voices Tammy, a newbie at Strickland Propane trying to turn her life around.
Tammy, this is my wife, Peggy. Peggy, this is our new customer service associate, Tammy.
You know, you look a lot like the last girl Buck hired. Of course, she's dead now.
The Hills take Tammy in with Hank becoming protective of her. What Hank fails to realize is that Tammy has a side hustle. The friends she keeps seeing are actually clients, and she isn't selling them propane.
Well, where are you off to all jazzed up like that?
I'm just going to hang out with a friend.
Oh, another friend. I'm sorry, I thought I was your friend. Who is this other friend?
Yeah, he's an old bud from Oklahoma City.
Even when Tammy buys him a special hat, Hank fails to notice what's right in front of him or on his head. That is, until he's paid a visit from Tammy's former employer, played by Snoop Dogg. Suddenly, Hank realizes what's obvious, but he doesn't write off Tammy for being a sex worker and inadvertently making him a pimp. Following a heated car chase, Hank secures Tammy's freedom while Peggy gets a makeover.
You get the hell out of my hood. She's my hoe now.
All right, man, you can have her. I got a stable of hoes waiting on me in the OKC.
Number 9. Dale thinks Joseph is an alien. It's something of an open secret that John Redcorn is Joseph's biological father.
My son, the jock. With me and your mother as parents, I don't know how you got so athletic. Hey, John Redcorn.
The only ones who can't see the resemblance are Joseph and Dale, making for one of the show's funniest yet depressing running gags. Even when he catches Nancy with John Redcorn, Dale's oblivious. In season 6, Dale connects the dots. He doesn't look like Joseph, he shares little in common with Joseph, and John Redcorn was looking after Nancy when Joseph would have been conceived.
The truth has been right in front of me all these years. Joseph's real father is...
Nancy loves you.
An alien!
What?
There's only one logical explanation. Nancy was impregnated by an extraterrestrial because, of course, that's where Dale's brain would go. Normally, Hank might call out Dale for being an idiot. Since the alternative would be breaking his friend's heart, though, he indulges his crackpot conspiracy theory.
You got a better explanation?
No. What other explanation could there be? Yep, spacemen.
Number 8. Boomhower talks normal. Boomhower's dang old manner of speaking is another classic running gag you'd think would get tiresome. Yet everything Boomhower says is a riot, even if we can't understand it. After a firehouse is accidentally burned down, the prior events are recounted in Rashomon fashion. When Boomhower tells his side of the story, every other character communicates in mumbles.
Hey, what, man? No dang old boy ain't right, man. I'm gonna talk about no kicking them dang old ass, man. I don't take... For God's sakes, Hank, act like an adult, man. And keep it down, guys, will you? I am trying to get through an article on vintage Camaros, and I've been on the same dang page for 20 minutes.
While that's funny enough, the only person who speaks normally is Boomhower, whom we can't finally comprehend. From Boomhower's perspective, everyone else has a speech impediment, and the words coming out of his mouth are perfectly intelligible. It also emphasizes that Boomhower might be the show's most insightful and level-headed character if only we could all speak his language.
What, man, you'll go dragging old Dad Chet's name through the mud, man. Old Dale's one who did it, man. You know, leave old Chet alone, man.
Number 7. Ants Attack. In an instant, Hank Hill can go from being the voice of reason to the most rage-filled person on the block.
Dale!
Ah! Oh, man.
Dale, you went too far this time!
Few presses buttons like Dale, who goes too far when he destroys Hank's sacred lawn. Upon learning the truth, Hank is fully prepared to kick a cowering Dale's ass. Before he gets the chance, Bobby interrupts, covered in the fire ants that Dale unleashed. Dale saves Bobby by offering himself to the fire ants, which gladly swarm their former captor.
They've been waiting to get a piece of me for 15 years. Come and get it, boys.
With a single ouch, Dale passes out and Hank declares them even for the lawn incident. It's funny to think Dale was more afraid of Hank than the ants. Then again, Dale survives the ants. Hank's wrath might have been another story.
While I was blacked out, was anything inserted into me?
You're alive?
Answer the question.
Number 6. Propane. What happens when King of the Hill meets Grand Theft Auto? Well, it'd probably look something like Breaking Bad, but since that show wasn't on the air yet, we got Propane.
When you play this game, you get to be Hank? That sounds interesting.
It's not interesting, it's thievery. You can't just take someone's face without asking.
After a couple of young game designers meet Hank, an unlikely inspiration strikes. They make him the protagonist of a video game. At first, Hank is appalled by the game's creative liberties, such as the misspelling of propane.
Well, that figures. Those two idiots spelled it wrong.
Once he starts playing, Hank is even more shocked by the violent content, asking how he can turn his virtual self into the police. Propane's addictive nature nevertheless gets to Hank, who's beaten at his own game by Peggy.
Well, thank you, Peggy. Feels good to blink.
Ironically, Propane looks more fun than the actual King of the Hill PC game. Number 5. Connie becomes a woman. With Con and Min out of town, Connie stays with the Hills. Her parents leave a thick binder preparing the Hills for every scenario.
Everything you need to know is in here. It teach you how to be a parent this week.
There's just one thing that Con and Min didn't consider. Hank is more blindsided than anyone when Connie exits the bathroom, handing him a note. The results might be Hank's funniest blah in the entire series. As relatably awkward as the ensuing trip to the ER in aisle 8A might be, it is sweet seeing Hank trying to help Connie to the best of his abilities. Hank is completely clueless, but he can see that Connie is even more lost. He comes through for her. Although, when Connie asks an especially uncomfortable question, Hank sends the cops to get Peggy.
Now, how do I change one of these things?
What the?
Number 4. Luann finds Aunt Peggys Skull. Season 3 ends on one of the show's most shocking cliffhangers as Peggy plummets from a plane and her parachute fails to open.
The cord! Pull the cord!
Woohoo! Okay.
Your emergency cord!
Hey!
In the Season 4 premiere, we learn that Peggy survived her skydiving accident, although Luann jumps to the worst-case scenario when she discovers a skull in the field. Luann doesn't piece together that the skull clearly belongs to an animal that's been dead for a while. Even if she did stumble upon a human skull, the fall wouldn't have caused Peggy's skin to deteriorate.
Uncle Hank, we're too late!
As Hank tends to his ailing wife, Luann does tell him the bad news, bringing the skull as evidence. Thankfully, it isn't too late for Peggy, but the doctors might want to check what's in Luann's head.
Maybe it might do us all some good if you got away for a while.
Number 3. Dale loses a finger. After Dale destroys his kitchen by digging a tunnel underneath, it happens, Hank begins renovations. As punishment, Dale isn't allowed to help.
Since this is all your fault, mister, I'm not gonna let you help me.
Can I help?
Yes, Bobby.
Dale still manages to get in the way, literally trying to give Hank a few pointers. Dale loses his index finger and cigarettes in a buzzsaw mishap. Dale gets the finger reattached at the ER, which apparently allows smoking. He isn't convinced that this was an accident, taking Hank to court.
We're wasting valuable legal resources here.
Objection, conjecture. Objecture.
That's not a word.
If you think Dale losing a finger was a dark turn, wait until you see what happens to Big Jim from Hank's anger management class. Hank passes the course, although when Dale and the guys dig another ill-advised tunnel, he demonstrates why anger is an essential emotion, especially when your neighbors are jackasses.
If you don't get out of that god-dang rat hole now, I'll get my circular saw, come down there, cut off all your fingers and toes. Now move, move, move!
Number 2. Hank up in smoke. Under the impression he's been given tobacco, Hank realizes he just smoked something else. Horrified, Hank attempts to vomit, but we're not sure what he expects to come out. It's not like you can throw up the smoke you inhale. Maybe Hank is acting paranoid and irrationally because of the marijuana.
Oh no, my eyes are turning bloodshot. I'm going on a trip. I look like I'm doped out of my gourd.
Seeing how he only did one hit, though, we're pretty sure this is just Hank being Hank. Making matters worse, the area is swarming with cops after Debbie was discovered dead in a dumpster. As Hank stresses out about being locked up for possession of pots, the authorities believe he might have committed a far more serious crime.
I just thought you might want to know you are now a suspect.
Oh no.
In the murder of Debbie Grund.
Oh, that. Oh, God.
While Debbie's death is ultimately ruled an accident, Hank made himself appear as suspicious as possible. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. You Make Me Sick. The sun also roses. Hank learns that gardening isn't child's play.
How dare you steal that boy's innocence? Now get out of this gardening section. You make me sick.
Hank encounters a nerd, the Witches of East Arlen. Fandom hasn't gotten any saner.
Some of this isn't your fault. I mean, a man can only take so many wedgies before he goes to pieces. Good luck to you, buddy, and stay away from my son or I'll kick your ass.
The Amazing Jesus. Sleight of Hank. Sadly, we don't get to see Bobby pull off his resurrection trick.
For my next miracle, I'm gonna need a large wooden cross and a couple of volunteers. No!
Meeting Khan, West East Side Story. What political incorrectness looked like in 1997.
So are you Chinese or Japanese?
I live in California last 20 years, but first come from Laos.
Huh?
Laos. We lay ocean.
The ocean? What ocean?
We are lay ocean. From Laos, stupid.
Bill defends the flag. Old Glory. A true patriot in the flesh.
On. You touch that flag, that'll be the last thing you ever touch.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. That's My Purse. Pamela Alden won an Emmy for her voiceover performance in this episode, in which Bobby attends a self-defense class.
I was at a girl's slumber party last night when 3 men pushed me to the ground and made me eat dirt.
Okay, you can stay.
The class is for women, however. Bobby learns that the most effective way to deal with a male attacker is to kick him below the belt. Well, it gets the job done. Hank argues this isn't how a boy should be defending himself. Bobby provides a counter-argument in the form of a kick to his father's groin.
You left yourself open, Dad.
It's even more painful than it sounds. With Hank out of commission, Peggy must lay down the law with her angsty son, teaching Bobby that his low blows won't work on a female opponent.
That's my purse!
To be fair, Bobby's actions would be warranted if a man did take his purse. That's a fine list, I tell you what. Tell us your favorite King of the Hill moments in the comments.
Why would anyone do drugs when they could just mow a lawn?